You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're reviewing this dope episode of The Flash. Wow. Incredible episode. You know, I remember seeing all these highlights from past trailers, and I didn't think a lot of this stuff took place in one episode. A lot happened. They did such a fantastic job putting all of this in one episode. By the time Captain Cold turned on Barry, it was only like 8:30. It was only a half hour into the episode. And I was surprised when I saw that. A lot happened, boy, and Barry learned a valuable lesson in this episode in terms of trusting somebody and going the route that's not really him. He tried to combine doing good with some of the things that Oliver Queen does, and it didn't really work out for him because Oliver Queen has street smarts. Let's face it. I mean, Oliver Queen had it rough for such a long time. He's more experienced. He's seasoned. He knows when people are full of shit. Barry's just a good guy. He's a good kid. So he couldn't see Captain Cold for what he really was. Captain Cold played him, and now the metahumans are on the loose again, something I'm sure Barry's going to have to deal with next season. But in this episode, we see that the particle accelerator was turned on again by Harrison Wells, a.k.a. Eobard Thawne, and obviously maybe he was going to use that device to travel in time. We don't know. Probably something we'll find out next week. If you saw the coming attractions, it looks like a lot's going to be going on next week. Now, I thought this episode was just so good. Special effects were really good. Boy, Firestorm really looks good, man. I mean, when I see Firestorm, I get excited because it's such a good special effect, the way it looks. And we don't see him often, but boy, when we see him, boy, they really invest in that look. They really invest in those special effects to make Firestorm look incredible. And look, we don't know what the timeline is going to be. Obviously, at this point in The Flash, Oliver's back to normal, okay? And we know that tomorrow, the Flash is going to have something to do with helping out Oliver. So, we'll see what happens there. But this episode was so good. And, Captain Cold and what is it? The Golden Glider. That's what Cisco named her, the Golden Glider. And that whole scene with the metahumans, the Weather Wizard and all that, in the truck, and then finally coming out and Barry dealing with them, Caitlin losing her mind. I mean, the whole episode was just crazy dope. But let's talk about the big payoff, the end. And let's face it, Oliver Queen took care of business. He really did. Like, Barry did his thing, but Oliver Queen shined. Without Oliver Queen, I don't know if Firestorm and Flash would have been able to take care of that. And boy, Oliver Queen kicked the shit out of Reverse Flash. Boy, when he slowed him down, he was kicking his ass. And obviously that arrow, the very same arrow that he used against the Flash in Flash versus Arrow, he used against Wells, slowed him down enough to really beat up on him until Barry could save Firestorm and then come back into the fray. And then Barry did a good job, obviously, I think, keeping up with Wells this time. I mean, he wasn't faster than him, but I think that motivation, that will to beat him, when they were going around Star Labs, he was there. He was right there with him, and he lured him right into a trap with Firestorm. And I thought he was a goner when he fell in the car. Then Oliver Queen finishes him off, shooting him with an arrow. So we know that Dr. Wells is not dead, and I'm sure he's going to have a role to play in next week. I really am sure. So just a really good episode. So I'm just amazed with how much they fit into one episode. And to be quite honest, I gotta I know a lot of people hate me for the whole Iris thing, and I understand that. It's nice to see that she apologized for once for being a little bit cruel and not cruel, that's a strong word, but for being a little bit, aggressive, like having a bit of an attitude. But she knows, she was just getting impatient. She wanted to see Eddie. And, it was a sad scene to see her and Eddie break up. Really, it is. I mean, Eddie obviously knows what the future holds. Iris is certain that it's not set in stone. But let's face it, she loves Barry, okay? He knows that. He knew it from the beginning. He's not going to bother wasting his time. Who could blame him? Joe knows she loves Barry. Barry has an idea now because of what happened a couple of episodes ago when he went back in time. And right before he went back in time, she confessed her love for him. So just a really, really big episode. I was amazed once again at how much they fit into 1 hour. But next week looks like it's going to be really good. I mean, it looks like Barry is going to somehow reunite with his mother. Whether or not he gets to save her and keep his powers, or if things play out the same, we don't know. But we'll have to find out. There's not much else to say about this episode, man. It was just dope from beginning to end. A lot of things occurred. Barry learned some lessons, but he also, for once, finally was one step ahead of Wells by bringing in help from Firestorm and Arrow, and it paid off, and we'll see how things turn out next week. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the Nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit E.T.N's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.